The Ministry of Home Affairs has confirmed receiving the Karnataka Governor's report. We have Nikunj with us on the phone line. Nikunj, what's the procedure that will be followed now that the Ministry of Home Affairs has received the Governor's report?
Well, Harishri, the process is very simple. It's laid down in the Constitution that on the receipt of a report from a governor of any state or the Lieutenant Governor of a union territory, the Ministry of Home Affairs will have to inform the Cabinet Secretariat, which will then, with the consent of the Prime Minister, call for the Cabinet meeting to discuss the Governor's report, if it is of that nature. If it is a routine report that Ministry generally receives from the Governors and the Lieutenant, there is no process of informing the Cabinet Secretariat or calling for a cabinet. But in this case, the Governor himself, the release put out by the Raj Bhavan yesterday said that Governor to the Government of India, and in case this is a special report as the Governor himself is mentioning, then of course the Cabinet Secretariat will have to be informed and a special cabinet called to discuss the meeting. Though I again checked before speaking to you some 20 odd minutes ago, and as of now there's no sign of a proposed cabinet, but that can happen anytime. That government can decide to call a cabinet even today, tomorrow or day after. But The Ministry of Home Affairs has certainly confirmed that they have received what the Governor calls a special report from Karnataka.
All right, we also have Pooja joining us from outside the Chief Minister's residence, and we have Anthony giving us more about what can we expect as far as the Governor is concerned. Pooja, coming to you now. The Yediyurappa government must be, of course, very tense. They've been totally taken aback with the developments over the last 48 hours. What is their strategy at this point?
Well, right now, Harishri, there is an informal meeting going on in Chief Minister's house where all the cabinet ministers and all the MLAs are in discussion with the Chief Minister, deciding what the further course of action should be. From what we hear, at 12:30, they are going to Raj Bhavan and staging a dharna there, asking the governor to think about his decision. After that, there is supposed to be a meeting with all the legislators, and after the meeting, the Chief Minister is going to take a call on whether or not to go to Delhi to protest in front of the President of India, and also to parade his MLAs in front of the President. Harishri?
Right, Anthony, all eyes, of course, on what would be the key recommendations put forth by the Governor to the Ministry of Home Affairs. His role, of course, very, very vital in deciding the future fate of the Yediyurappa government.
Indeed, Harishri, now the Governor's role, the report that is sent in is going to be crucial in what will happen to the government in Karnataka. We understand at this point in time that the Governor has written, sources are telling us the Governor has written and said that the Speaker and the CM acted unconstitutionally. There was a constitutional breakdown, and in a Supreme Court judgment it was mentioned that the government is in a state of coma. So now these are the reasons that the Governor has been citing. Now let's remember the BJP have 121 MLAs on their side. Now they're saying they also have the support of 5 other independents, so that's 126. So they have clearly the majority. The halfway mark, let's remember, is 113. So they have a majority, but even with this report, what action will be taken is something that we'll only get know in time, because there is a possibility that the assembly could be put in suspended animation, but it is not clear at this point in time. It will depend, like Nikunj mentioned a little while earlier, once it goes to the cabinet, what decision will be taken is what everybody is waiting for.